Alright y'all, so we're jumping straight into today's natural hair tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can do a slick back bun on your natural hair. So today I'm going to be using the Big Papa Defining Styling Gel. I normally use the Eco Styler Gel, but that tends to flake my hair up. So I'm going to try the Big Papa Styling Gel this time. And of course you're also going to need some water. Water is key to help getting that moisture in the hair. And to do my edges, I'm going to be using the Baskin Lather Edge Control. This will be my second time using this edge control. So we're going to see how she is really working. And I'm also going to be using some satin scrunchies to section out my hair, just to keep my hair protected while I'm doing this style. You also are going to want to get a rat tail comb, so that way you can part your hair any way that you want to. A hard bristle brush. I prefer the hard bristle brush because it just helps to get my hair nice and smooth. I'm also going to be using a lot of scrunchies. You're definitely going to need quite a few. I think about 6 scrunchies here, so you definitely want to have some scrunchies. Alright y'all, so the first thing that I'm going to do is part my hair down the middle. I typically always wear my hair in the middle part when I do my slick back buns. It's just easier for me, so that way I'm able to section out my hair. And I tend to wear my hair in the middle part for most of my natural styles, so I kind of do have like a natural middle part now, so it's pretty easier for me to find it. So yeah, I really don't even have to part it too much. And the part does not have to be, like for me, it don't got to be super perfect. Let me see, because I feel like that's moving a little bit. And if you struggle to find your middle part, one thing that you can do, you can take your rat tail comb, place it right in the center of your nose, and just move your hand up. So I'm placing it right on the center of my nose and moving my hand up. And when you do that, that does help you to find the middle of your head. And yep. So this is my part, and it goes to about like the almost past the back center middle of my head. So from that part, I'm going to section off the front section of my hair. So I'm going to have 2 sections in the front and then 1 big section in the back. So I like to take my hair and part from that center part. So I'm going to go down and meet my ear. So I'm going to meet the top of my ear. And again, these sections do not have to be perfect because everything is going to get slicked back together anyway. So I'm just going to take my satin scrunchie, and just so I can kind of get it out the way, I'm going to loosely twist my hair into like a loose twist and scrunch it all together, so that way it's out of my way, just like that. And I'm going to do the same thing to this side as well. Okay, so I got my front 2 sections, and for my back sections, I'm actually going to split those into 3 sections horizontally. And to do that, I'm just going to use my fingers to part those sections out. So I'm going to go ahead and get my scrunchies on my arm just to make it a little bit easier. And I'm just going to section off the bottom. Alright y'all, so these are what my sections are looking like. I have 3 going down the back and then 2 in the front. And the reason why you want to section off your hair is because if you have a lot of hair, trying to slick it all back at one time into one ponytail, it just does not work. That is something, that was the biggest mistake I've made in the past with doing my slick ponytails and slick buns, was trying to slick all my hair at one time into one ponytail holder. And that just not, it just doesn't work. But if you can do that, let me know down below in the comments. If you know any tricks and tips to get everything done in one step, let me know. But this is what has been working for me to actually get my hair into a slick style. So these are our sections, and now we're gonna go ahead and get into slicking our ponytail. All right, y'all, and I forgot to mention, you definitely wanna grab you a towel because it's definitely gonna get very watery everywhere. So you definitely wanna grab you a towel. So we're gonna do our first section. I'm gonna take my water bottle, and I'm pretty much gonna concentrate the water on the base or towards the root of my hair. So I'm pretty much spraying the water towards the top section of my hair. And I'm gonna go underneath as well to get that wet. And I'm not gonna make it like super soaking wet because I am about to go to church and I don't want my hair dripping. But my hair soaks up moisture pretty well, pretty quickly. So also, if you know your hair's porosity, you can kind of gauge how much water to put in your hair if you're gonna be going somewhere right after you do this hairstyle and don't have time to like let it dry. Okay. So now that I have the water on the section, I'm gonna go into the gel, and I'm very generous with my products. Again, like I said, my hair, it soaks up any water or product like it ain't nothing. So I definitely have to go in with a lot more. Oops. I feel like I dropped something, but. So this is how much that I'm taking on my hands, and I'm just going to apply this all on the base of my first ponytail. And for this first ponytail, I'm really just gonna concentrate smoothing up that bottom portion. So I'm gonna take my hard bristle brush, and I'm just going to smooth up the bottom. The ponytail. And then I'm going to take my first scrunchie and make a ponytail with this section. And this section is going to determine how high or low your low bun is going to sit. So I really want, let me see. I'm going to make this one pretty low. So I'm just going to do this ponytail right here. And bam, we have our first ponytail. And again, you don't have to do this ponytail super tight at all either, because you're gonna be building more ponytails on top of it. So this is my first ponytail. And now I'm gonna move on to my next section and repeat the same process. So I'm gonna take my water bottle and really concentrate on spraying the base of my hair. And this time I'm gonna go about to the middle of my hair with the water, because now we're going to be smoothing more hair down into the bun. So about halfway down is where I'm applying the water this time. Again, I'm going back into my Big Papa, and I'm going to grab a generous amount of gel. And we are going to smooth that. And this time I'm also grabbing my bottom ponytail too. And I'm just going to apply that all over this section. And this time I'm going to take my hard bristle brush and go over top of this ponytail to get it nice and smooth. And then I'm going to take my next scrunchie and I'm going to apply that over top of this one. And for this next ponytail, if you're not satisfied with the height from your first one, you can also still move it up some. That's if you didn't do the ponytail too tightly. But I'm still going to keep mine in about the same area, so I'm just going to make my next ponytail. Alright, so that's what my next ponytail looks like. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the third ponytail the same way off camera, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get into the front section. Alright y'all, so now I have the entire back section of my slip down bun already in place. So now I'm gonna move on to the front section. And I'm simply going to do the same thing with the front as well. I'm going to split the front sections into 2 horizontal sections, and I'm going to smooth them in the same way. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we're going to move on to the edges. I finally have all my hair slicked back into my ponytail. Now, if you wanted to do like a low curly puff, you could stop right here. But because I wanted to create a bun, I'm going to take one more scrunchie, and I'm simply going to, oh, and if you wanted to do a claw clip, if you had a small claw clip, all you would have to do was take your ponytail and flip it upwards and then put the clip right there, and you'll be able to wear a claw clip. So this hairstyle is very versatile in itself. So what I'm going to do is just take this scrunchie, and I'm going to act like I'm doing another ponytail, but once I come around to twist it, I'm just going to have to show you guys versus trying to tell you. So I'm coming around to twist it, and I'm grabbing the bottom of the ponytail as if like I were doing a claw clip as well. And just placing it around it just like that. Now it is time for the fun part. We are going to do these edges. So on this edge control, it does say that the first ingredient is water. So normally the first couple of ingredients that are in a product, that's what it's mainly made out of. So this one is mainly made out of water, and then with this gel, let's see, what is the first ingredient? The first ingredient is water. So these two should go well hand in hand together. So I'm going to go ahead, and as you guys can see, I already had some pieces, and this is what my hair looked like after having the edge control on all day yesterday. So any edge control that I wear, it does typically curl my hair up eventually. So this is what we had going on from yesterday. So I'm just gonna lightly like comb that out some, so that way I can go ahead and get it ready for today. And for the edge control, again, I'm taking another hard bristle brush, and I'm just going to smooth that across the edge control like such. And this edge control does smell really good, like if you haven't gotten it yet. And I'm just going to take the brush side and smooth down the base of my edge first. And then, I don't know, today I think I'm gonna try the comb side, because I've never tried that side before. Ooh. And I like to let the little end of my edge like curl up on its own. I like how that looks. So bam, one swoop, like one motion. I love that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this one as well. Same thing, going back in the edge control, just like this. And then just smooth it in like such. Bam. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side off camera, and then we're gonna be back to wrap this video on up. Alright y'all, so here is how my low slick back bun came out. I really do love how the Big Papa gel worked. I definitely do not see any flaking with this product, and I also love how the basket leather edge control worked. Like, y'all, this is after church. It's been a couple of hours and I'm rubbing my fingers all over my edges and they are not going anywhere. It does have a nice firm hold to it, and I don't have any flaking. Let's focus. No flaking whatsoever, so I do love that about this product. So definitely they get a 2 thumbs up for me, and I will peek back in later tonight to show you guys how long this hold is lasting with these edges. But yeah, like, I definitely love how this edge control is going. All right y'all, so it is the end of the evening. It's about 7:30, and I did my edges early this morning at about like 10 o'clock ish. So y'all, I mean, the edges are not budging. Like, I'm rubbing extra hard, they're not going anywhere. I do feel like they have a nice strong firm hold. So y'all need to go get that basket leather edge control. Like, it's a 10 out of 10 for me.